Hello and welcome. Today we're working on how to do ordinary annuities versus annuity dues on your calculator. So this is assuming ending payments or beginning payments. Hey, if you're new, my name is Jeff from Learn, where I teach a lot of financial skills, accounting, finance. So join us, please like, please subscribe, and leave your comments below. Well, what happens is we have our calculator, our time value of money calculator is the TI BA2 Plus. So I have a whole playlist on the BA2 Plus. So these are the financial functions that we're going to use. Now none of this changes. Check out the playlist if you want to calculate the present value, the future value, so on. We're going to make one simple assumption that if we have an annuity, a stream of payments either in or out of the account, that normally we assume that the payments happen at the end. So we call this an ordinary annuity. And so we don't do anything on the calculator. We don't talk about that the payments happen at the end. That's just our normal assumption. But a small percent of the time, we would have payments that say, hey, the payments happen today, or the first payment is at the beginning of the period. So that's called an annuity due or just beginning payments. So we just need to set our calculator for beginning payments. So it's real easy. I've got two examples, one that's going to be an ordinary annuity and one that's going to be an annuity due. All right, so let's say you win the $1 million lottery, and here's how lotteries work a lot of times. They say in fine print, you get a big cardboard check that says, you won $1 million, yay. And then they say in fine print, you'll receive $50,000 each year for 20 years. And you say, wait a minute, I thought I won the million. No, it's 50,000 times 20. That's $1 million. Congratulations. Well, and you look at the fine print, let's say generally the payment begins today, but let's just say for this calculator problem, the first payment begins in 1 year. If you can earn 7%, what is that worth today? And they say, hey, do you want the cash option? And you think, yes, I'm getting $1 million. And you really get maybe 529,000 or 600,000 or whatever. It depends on the interest rate. So what are our things we need to put in the calculator? We need to put in 1 is our period per year, and N is the number of periods. It's 20, 7%, 50,000 is our payment, and there's no future value. So let's do it on the calculator. So we need to set periods per year. So second function, periods per year, is 1, and then enter, and you're in a menu, so you got to clear out. And so we need to enter the 20 as N, so put the number in first and then N. 7 and then hit I. 50,000 is our stream of payment, so payment. Let's make it positive so we know we're going to receive that. And then the future value is going to be 0. So you need to put in 0 as the future value because there may have been another future value in a previous problem. You don't want to mess that up. So I've entered 4 things. Now I need to compute present value. Now, because I entered the payments as positive, the present value comes out negative, which is fine. We can ignore the sign here. But you're going to receive $529,771. So this $1 million lottery, they took the $50,000 payments and did it for 20 years. That's not really $1 million today, right? If you can earn 7%, then it's worth $529,000. It's worth about half of what they said, about 53% of what they said that you're earning. So that one big cardboard check of $1 million is fake, right? It's fake. You're earning $529,000. Now, if they use 6%, let's do 6%. Compute present value. At 6%, you would get a little bit more. You get $573,000 rather than $529,000. So let's go back to the 7% and compute. So the present value is 529. Now, the only thing that changes in example 1 and example 2, it says the first payment begins today. We've assumed that the first $50,000 payment is 1 year from now and then the next 19 years. And what's it worth today? Well, what if you receive the first payment today of $50,000 and then 19 more? The next one is a year from now. So you moved everything up 1 year until today. So what is it going to be as the present value? Well, it looks like it's going to be $566,000. Now everything's in the calculator. I don't have to erase it and put it back in. I just need to change it to be beginning mode. Okay, so the example 2, the first payment begins today, so we need to put it in beginning mode. Now above the payment, do you see BGN? So second function, BGN. This is set for ending mode, and to change it, it toggles off. We need to reach the set, which is above the enter, so second function, or the shift key, set, and it turns it on beginning mode. So beginning mode, compute present value is $566,000. So instead of being $529,000, it's $566,000 if we move everything up to the first payment beginning today. All right, let me show you how to set that beginning. Now, the problem is it's set at beginning mode. It's going to say beginning. Are you sure you want to use beginning mode? And so to take it off, second function beginning, second function set, and it turns it back to ending mode. Most of the calculations, we assume payments happen at the end of the period, not at the beginning of the period. I ran one right before this. If you had a car payment, and the car payment was $510 a month, if you moved it to the beginning, it would be $504. It wouldn't make much difference if it's a monthly payment. Hey, I hope this is helpful. Thanks for watching. I've got a whole playlist on this. I've got lots of accounting, lots of finance videos. So YouTube has a video that they think you will really like. So we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.